And Miss
Yeah, yeah,
Magdalena
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Vergara.
Now good. I can
Thank
hear
you
you
for
now. Okay,
coming.
good.
And we'd also like to acknowledge the presence of our online attendees coming from different schools of Olongapo City. From Little Angel Study Center, Olongapo City National High School,
他现在介
Subic
绍
Bay College of Montessori, Gordon College, and St. Joseph Olongapo Senior High School.
是回到谁？
Now I'd like to call on our very own Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Josephine Floresca, to give us her opening remarks.
back to the host 他现在现场在有
Good morning and welcome to the Subic Bay Virtual Studio Hybrid Opening. In behalf of Grand Pillar International Development Incorporated and Triple I Taiwan, thank you to each and every one of you being here with us today. Please allow me to share a verse to have a good start of the program. From 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 21. The eye cannot say to the hand, I don't need you. And the head cannot say to the feet, I don't need you. Every member of our congregation is blessed with a different set of skills and talents. Embracing all of them is essential to building a strong community. And for our guests in the education industry, I hope to share a quote from my favorite teacher, Lao Tzu. If you would take, you must first give. This is the beginning of intelligence. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of our distinguished guests who have taken their time and attend our event. Attorney and Chairperson Wilma Isma, I really appreciate that, ma'am. Miss Elementary Principal from Fay Madlang Bayan. Good morning, ma'am. College of Subic Montessori. Representative of Miss Amy Sarabia, Olongapo Wesley School, and Miss Rowena Ambasa of Asinet Elementary School. All the online attendees, Little Angels Study Center, Olongapo City National High School, Subic Bay College of Montessori, Gordon College, and St. Joseph Senior High School. Today, Grand Pillar International, in partnership with Triple I, is celebrating the grand opening of our functional, modern broadcast studio in Subic Bay, a virtual learning system unlike any other in the nation. I'm very confident of that. The face of education has been rapidly changing in the past 2 years. This system is an answer to the challenges that we are facing. We hope that in the upcoming years, this system will grow and have significant positive impact on our education system. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our team who has worked relentlessly to make this project materialize. Online is our chairman, Dr. Johnson Young, our senior operations manager, Mr. Lee Bagona, our IT department, our hotel department, our F&B, and all the members of Grand Group of Companies. Thank you. This would not have happened without all your efforts. I'd like to welcome all of our guests once again. Our upcoming speakers will be presenting the details of our system, which we are confident will show the value of our technology. We wish you a great morning, stay safe, and God be with us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Josephine. Now, may I call on the chairman of SBMA, Attorney Wilma Ami Isma, together with Miss Floresca, to grace us with the ribbon cutting ceremony.
ribbon cutting ceremony
蓝色吧，不是蓝色的那个，记得那天你拍的照片是蓝色的。好，继续看了，看不到。
我有录影，
看怎么剪。
他还做亚克力板，OK。
然后看到。
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
我是红色的啊。
Please give us a round of applause. Thank you. Once again, may I ask for Attorney Wilma Ami Isma. Would you like to share any inspirational words, ma'am?
Magandang umaga po sa kanilang lahat. To all our online participants, good morning. I was hoping I can
这其实我们可以去观看
konti lang ang sasabihin ko, but then I didn't realize that most of our schools in Olongapo are represented here. So,
有电话。
if you will just indulge me
没
a
有
little
到可能
bit,
因为找不到
especially
可能
those who are here, and of course, those who are online. Ako po si Ami Aisma. Kung
他
hindi
是已
pa
经
po
原本
niyo
预设是
narinig
要
ang
照
story ko,
管
taga
道，
Olongapo po
结果
ako.
他
Laki po ako dito po ako
我就叫
pinanganak.
可以多拍一
Nag-aral
张
po ako sa St. Joseph's Elementary and High School, batch 85. I am as normal as anybody can possibly be. Hindi po ako pinanganak na mayaman. Hindi rin po naman ako pinanganak na mahirap. Pero sanay po ako sa hard work. Natatandaan ko po dati, nung maliit ako, naman masyadong maliit, but I do have memories of
市长
going to Triangle.
还没放，
Nagdadala ko akong cart ng mani. Pag summer vacation, nagtitinda ako ng mani. Di ba may basketball league sa Triangle pag summer vacation. So, very early on po ang parents ko has inculcated with us the value of hard work. Nothing comes easy. You always have to work hard for them. Ewan ko kung natatandaan nyo kung yun yung post office sa likod ng City Hall. Dati po, may nagtitinda ng cards doon. Mga elementary po ako nandoon ako, nagtitinda po ako ng card doon, ng mga Hallmark card. Tapos po, alam naman po natin noon, marami pang Amerikano. So marami pong mga girlfriends yung mga Amerikano na bumibili ng cards. Eh syempre po ako, medyo biba ako eh. Kapag aral na ako ng konti, elementary or high school, ako yung tagasulat nila sa card ng extra, tapos may tip yon para pong ganon. So, I just want, and again, as I said, I am as normal as kumain po ako ng hot cake na dilaw sa palengkeng bago. Yun nasa gilid. Kasi taga Gordon Heights po kami. Dati doon ang sakayan ng beige. Di po ba? Parang ganyan. Or hanggang ngayon po kung mag-order pa ako or kumakain ako ng pansit luglug sa Lumang Palengke, kumakain ako sa Goto Gate. And this is something that I want to be able to share, especially those who are here from the schools and those who are online. That and I've never dreamed to become SBMA chairman. Believe me, I didn't even apply for this job. And anything can happen. Talaga hong kailangan lang din talaga magsikap, focus, and I'm very happy that this is happening. Not because I'm the SBMA chair, but because taga Olonga po ako. More than being an SBMA chair, I'm very happy that the studio of Le Charm and I Taiwan is here because it will give children similar as I was long time ago opportunities na is not available usually. Di po ba? Kasi malayo tayo sa Maynila, malayo tayo sa technology. I remember noon yung mga pinsan ko na nag-aral sa La Consolacion sa Caloocan. It's a private girls' school sa Caloocan. May TV na sila sa classroom as early as then. Siyempre sa atin, wala yon, di ba? So, if any, the reason why I wanted to talk about my Olongapo roots is because this makes me excited, not because I'm chair. Because I'm chair, I'm excited because it means Subic is back in business. But I am even more excited para sa kababayan ko, sa mga batang taga Olongapo, sa batang taga Zambales, who can have access to this kind of technology that would have otherwise not been available if not for visionaries like Joe. Diba? If not for people who think ahead and becomes proactive to address the needs of the people on the ground. And in this one, education is key. It has been very difficult in the last 2 weeks to to access education. Sure, access is easy because of internet, because of whatnot, but the quality of that education is a little bit, I don't want to use the word questionable, but it is. Di po ba? But so this access that JO is providing, that iTaiwan is providing, will actually improve that quality. And we'll have not just access, because now access is easy. It's the quality that I'm worried about. And this is that access. This is that access to quality. And hopefully this is just a first start. So again, as I go back, I am excited para sa mga batang taga-Olongapo who will now have access to this, because the world now is very competitive. It's very different from the time na sumasakay ako ng dilaw na jeep, di ba? O nagdadalawang sakay ako para makauwi sa bahay sa Gordon Heights. Times have changed, but I think the only thing that hasn't changed is that we continue to instill to our children and to our youth the value of hard work. You know, nothing comes easy. And then, of course, the value that if you do work hard, something comes out of it. And ang lagi ko rin ina-emphasize is failure shouldn't be something that put us down. It is something that used to be a motivation to put us up, because I have had many, many failures in my life. And I guess the only reason that I'm still standing up is because I never considered failure as something that will put me down. So again, as chair, now I'm putting my chair hat on. I'm very happy, doubly happy, that this is happening despite the pandemic. I'm very happy that when we were going up, Joe was saying, all the slots here are taken, despite the pandemic. Sa totoo lang po, one of the many reasons why I didn't run for office or is now lobbying that I don't get another term as SBMA chair is because it's going to be very hard to get out of this pandemic economic mode. We are in the process of recovering from the pandemic. I'm very happy to say that I have had no cases in the last since October 21, so that's a little over a month already. But the economy is really reeling. Ang pinakamalaking naapektuhan dyan is sila Jo because of tourism. Kaya po, kung natatandaan ninyo nung 2020, as early as 2020, I was trying to get the airport back on, bring in the OFWs na tinira naman ako ng local government. Di ba? Ewan ko kung natatandaan niyo yun, but I was attacked by the local government that I wanted to bring COVID here through the airport. But the reality is I wanted those Filipinos, those OFWs to come here because they will have to be quarantined, and therefore that means they will have to stay in hotels like Le Charm for quarantine. Kaya nga po may quarantine. Ang quarantine, ibig sabihin, hindi mo madadala yung COVID. Kasi, di ba, 14 days ka na nasa hotel. Ibig sabihin, during that 14 days, kung may COVID ka man, natapos na yung COVID during that quarantine. So, and I fought really hard for that. It was not easy. It was attacked by the local government unit of Olongapo, that plan. But I had to continue on and on and on and on, and until dumating po ako sa point na in-offer ko na kasi nga po, and I totally understand where the local government unit is coming from. They're afraid that the hotel workers mahahawa sa OFW, iuuwi. Di ba? So, kaya ho nangyari yan, and this is just an inside story already. Ang sinabi ko na po, o sige, kung ayaw ng taga-Olongapo, ayaw ng Subic Town, ayaw ng Castillejos, lahat ho yung kinausap ko E di, yung mga taga-Licharm na taga-Olongapo, wag pumasok. I mean, ayaw ng mayor nyo Di ba? Yung taga-Subic Town, kung ayaw ng mayor nila, nga. And the fear at that time is totally understandable, di ba? Kasi totoo naman Totoo naman na pag nahawa, iuuwi niya Diba? But then, it's not like I was not thinking. I was offering, alam ni Jo yan, I was, even before I thought about it, or even before I opened my mouth about it, may mga requirements na ako in place na si Jo can attest, nire-require ko na dapat lahat ng empleyado hindi uuwi for close to 2 months. Kasi nga, yan yung fear eh. Kailangan dito natutulog, dito, kung may, oh, there you go. Requirement ko ho yun. Kasi nga, kailangan wag nila mauuwi. But again, iba ho kasi yung, and this is just, I want to emphasize to you, especially now going into the election. I want you to, I hope that the message that the chairman's hat is different from the mayor's hat. A chairman's hat, my job, our job here in Subic, is to provide livelihood for all of you, for all your children, for all your students. Di ba? Kapag ako ang bumagsak, saan magtatrabaho ang maraming tao nang nasa labas ng community natin? Di ba? Naranasan natin ngayong pandemic. So ako po, laging ganon. Yun lagi ang ano ko. And I will have to give credit to the local governments, not just Olongapo, but all others. Siyempre, ang kapakanan nila kayo. Your health, your safety. But it doesn't mean I don't care for it. Okay? It doesn't mean that I want the OFWs here because I want COVID to go out. Of course not. My mother lives in Olongapo. Diba? Kaya, when they come here, may safeguards in place. Para pong ganon. So, if kailangan lang po, if any, especially now with the schools and all that, and I don't want this to be a political tone or anything, but I really hope there would be an understanding. There's a difference between what the Subic Bay Freeport leadership job is than the local government unit job is. Kasi magkaiba po talaga, magkaiba. Para pong ganon. So at any rate, to me, the opening of this studio is a signal that Subic is back. Or Subic even never went away. Diba? Despite the pandemic. We did everything that we could. I am very proud. Alam ko kung natatandaan ninyo, last year, by April, mandatory na po ang maskara dito sa loob ng SBMA. Bago pa naging mandatory everywhere. And I will have to give credit who gave me that idea is the president of the Tian, who sent me a message and said, in Taiwan, everything in the mask is mandatory, so why can't you not do that? And then I consulted Dr. Alconga, who is the infectious medicine specialist. So I did. Siyempre, kinuyog na naman ako. Galit na naman ang lahat ng tao. Why? I am before everybody else. I don't know if you remember, unang-una tayong nagpa-temperature check, nagka-traffic. Diba? February. The very first one. And I did that because Dr. Alconga, the infectious disease specialist, said, I should do it. Dito ho sa pandemic, sa totoo lang, hindi ako gumagawa ng kahit na anong hakbang nang hindi ko kinukonsulta si Dr. Alconga, who is the infectious disease specialist here. And towards the middle of the year, I started consulting Dr. Edsel Salvania, who's the #1 infectious disease specialist in the country. Because this should be science-based, hindi popularity-based. Di ba? So again, if you remember, galit na naman lahat ng taga-Olonga po dun sa traffic na yon. Di ba? So, but then I'm only doing it because I want to protect everybody. Di po ba? Remember, pag may sakit na nakapunta sa Lecharm, babagsak ang Lecharm, walang pasok, walang sweldo. Sa factory, gano'n na naman. Gano'n po yun. That's what I was hoping I can tell you because you are leaders in Olongapo in your own way and those who are online. The things that we do here are not because we don't like you or we do it because we always have to think of the continued generation of employment. Mahigpit sa gate kasi or mahigpit sa pagsusuot ng mask. Lahat po yan, ganun eh. Pag may nagkasakit, pag may nanakawan ng mga locators, galit. Diba? And if that continues, they will leave. And if they will leave, wala na naman trabaho. Ganun po yun palagi. Ganun ho lagi yung, ako ho, ganun ang, at least, I just wanted to emphasize that that is always the goal of SBMA, is to keep ensuring that employment is free flowing for all of you and for all the children that are already in school. So again, I go back, sorry tumagal na to ng tumagal, but again, congratulations Gojo, congratulations to iTaiwan, congratulations to the schools who are here and are online, because this is a breakthrough access. And I'm very happy that this is happening, and a signal that Subic is back on track again, despite of and in spite of the pandemic. So yun lang po, marami pong salamat.
Thank you for your inspirational speech, Attorney Wilma Ami Isma. Let's give her a round of applause, everyone. And I would also like to acknowledge the presence of architect Roland Adun. Hello, sir. Good morning, and thank you for coming. Thank you. And now, back to you, Ms. Hannah.
Congratulations! We successfully opened the virtual studio here at Subic Bay. For the opening remarks, let us hear from the Undersecretary for Administration of Department of Education, Undersecretary Elaine Del Pascua.
Pleasant morning to everyone. I would like to congratulate the Institute for Information Industry, Taiwan, on the opening of the Subic Bay Virtual Studio in the Philippines. The Department of Education shares your goal to accelerate the adoption of technology in education in the Philippines. In fact, the department has adopted in its blended learning framework different modalities using technology to reach Filipino learners through the different means, mainly as a response to the challenge of continuity of education at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. Through programs such as DepEd Commons, DepEd TV, and DepEd Radio, including the DepEd Learning Management System, we are able to support other more traditional modes of learning, particularly the printed self-learning modules. We have also given priority to upskilling our teachers in the proper use of technology tools and software to enhance their capabilities in teaching in this new normal. We have conducted 2 virtual in-service trainings or VINSETs for our teaching personnel, which has broken records in terms of participation. Almost 70 to 80% of the entire teaching force participated. Our goal is to provide the necessary training and support for our teachers to enable them to adjust to new pedagogical concepts and modes of delivery of teaching as they learn to rely on digital learning resources for more efficient teaching and generating more engagement from learners. With the opening of the Subic Bay Virtual Studio, teachers in the Subic Bay Free Zone and the surrounding areas in Olongapo cities and neighboring provinces now have another resource they can make use of to further improve their skills. With this new demonstration site, our teachers can learn more about online learning tools and methods and also merge offline curriculum design. We look forward to the many possibilities and opportunities that come with the opening of this virtual studio. We thank the Institute for Information Industry, Taiwan, for making this possible for our teachers and ultimately our learners who will benefit from well-equipped educators. As we continue to navigate through this pandemic, cooperation and collaboration among nations like Philippines and Taiwan becomes a vital ingredient in the continued success of education continuity for our learners and teachers all over the world, not just in the Philippines or in Taiwan. Once again, congratulations and mabuhay kayong lahat.
Thank you so much, Undersecretary Pascua. Next, let us hear another opening remarks coming from the Industrial Development Bureau, Ministry of Economic Affairs of Taiwan. Director General Lin Jin-shu.
大家好，我是台湾经济部工业局组长林俊秀。今天很高兴能代表工业局参加 菲律宾 Grand Pillar 的苏比克湾远距直播教室建制落成开幕典礼。在疫情的冲击之下，加速了许多智慧学习形态的改变。未来的教室模式逐渐朝向虚实混合的趋势。台湾的智慧学习产业一直以来有着硬体制造的优势背景，带动软体开发、内容制作以及平台服务的完整生态供应链。我们长期协助业者推动台湾与菲律宾之间的科技教育发展。这几年来所合作的开发专案以及场域建制，都让我们更有信心，能进一步提升台菲之间的合作。此次的菲律宾远距直播教室落成，更代表着产官学研的国际跨域合作，才能有今天的开幕典礼。希望菲律宾的虚拟摄影棚启用后，能提供导师与学生全新的线上学习模式。未来期望更多不同的台湾业者加入新的元素，能让这间教室更丰富多元。感谢 Grand Pillar 以及这次所有参与的台湾业者。我是林俊秀，代表台湾经济部工业局恭喜菲律宾远距直播教室开幕典礼成功。
Thank you for your message, Director General Lin. And now, we would like to turn over to our counterpart, the manager of Triple I in Taiwan, Mr. Masaro Shen.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for having us to join this Subic Virtual Studio online openings. Chairman Ms. Isma and all the distinguished guest teachers, thank you so much. My name is Masaro. On behalf of the Taiwan government, I would like to thank the Philippine partner, Grand Pillars, and the Locham Hotel, and especially to Dr. Yang to give us a huge support on this project. And for those companies who joined together for this project in such a short time, we are thank you very much. So before we go into the introductions, I'd like to give you introduce who we are, what we do, and what is our project does. First of all, we are a team and NGO, a semi-government institution for information industries. This institution is over 40 years with an employee 2,000 people in here. We are supervised by Taiwan government Administration of the Economic Affairs and the Industrial Development Bureaus. There was so many projects we are accelerating the Taiwan government to helping the information, communication, technology, policy, and the project planning. Our institution is called Digital Education Institute. We are a large training institution in Taiwan. We have over these 20 years, we cultivated professional talents, over 40,000 people. And we are incubating so many entrepreneurship to meet the industrial needs. And most importantly, we are accelerating the Taiwan tech industry to have overseas expansions. So what our purpose is actually cover most of the different kind of aspects. So you could see in the school, whether it was build a smart campus and helping the teacher to do the more learning, creative content, and helping the teacher to have more creative abilities, and even to narrow the gap between the urban and rural areas. And from adult learning, from how to increasing the skill and learning ability, and even to the elderly people. So we actually care and take care of so many different kind of group and the topics. So what we do here is this project is called the Meta Edus. I think most of them probably already know recently that the metaverse is really popular, but we actually came up with this idea since last year. We consider ourselves is a good platform and to embrace most of the different kind of element for the educations. Again, thanks to Grand Pillar and Dr. Yang to have given so much opportunity to have this virtual studio bay in the Subic. I think this is the first project, but as we suggest, we were expecting more collaboration in the Philippines and Subic Bay. So once again, thank you so much. Now back to the host.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shen. And now let us hear another message from the project tech of Triple I, Mr. Andrew Liu.
Hey, good morning, Chairperson Isma, distinguished guests, and everyone online, and our honorable partners. I'm Andrew from Institute for Information Industries, and as Masaru just spoke, we are a team that are devoted in education and cultivating. So today I'm going to talk about our virtual studio in the Subic Bay. So when we first started this project, was our objective. So we want to provide a virtual studio to provide an environment for the teachers to learn how to provide courses through streaming technology online, especially during the pandemic. Since last year, a lot of students that are in different areas are not able to travel to the classroom, or they cannot go into the classroom. Online education or education at home became more and more important. So, and we also want to provide different quality education to students to help them understand concepts better and achieve academic excellence using technology. So when we started developing this virtual studio, our first goal is to bring streaming technology into the Subic Bay area because Dr. Yang, he recommended us as a very good place to start this project. And then the second part is to train teachers how to use CLIO courses and design, and to carry out this kind of concept to give students an opportunity to learn language and also different techniques that they need. And then we would like this studio to be a demonstration site for O2O education to nearby schools in the Subic Bay area and Olang Pago, so allowing this new model to spread to nearby facilities. So this is where we're located. We're located in the Charm Suites, which is on 1131 Palm Street. And this was our original layout that we have designed when we first started this. And we also made a three-dimensional model just for everyone to know. Okay. So this is the construction. You can show it like we're making the walls, installing glasses and things like that. And then the final outcome, which you have seen today on site, and you can see it on the screen right now. So we have a green screen, we have lights, we have cameras, we have different technology. For example, Black Magic, we'll demonstrate later. So this is what we are using. We're using a Black Magic Studio, which is two powerful HD models with 4 SDI inputs and HDMI inputs. So you can combine and make different types of mixtures, like what you see on screen right now. So you can see me and my slide, and then you can also see different videos that we'll show later. And this is what the camera we're using. We're using a camera from Aver, which is a PTZ camera. It provides precise tracking, auto tracking with the host, and it detects you during the shooting. Then we have a big screen like InFocus. So it's a 4K UHD commercial LED display for the host and the speaker to acknowledge how they look on screen. And then we also have a green screen. So this is one of the most important unit that is required in the virtual studio. So this green screen allows you to remove your background and replace it with a virtual one. So I'm going to show you how it's going to look like if we don't remove it. Yeah, it's kind of like that. So we have a green screen in the back. You can see everyone here. So you see Masaru's by my side, but that's what you can do. You can replace it and then turn it into a different background. Okay, let's go back to, all right. So I would also like to show different studios. So you can see we have different studios that we made in Taichung and Taipei, which we already did for a whole lot of years. We made different courses and different events using this virtual studio. So you can either do lectures. You can record your own course, or you can do seminars or different kind of events here. So it has a variety of use. So what we expect to provide in our Subic Bay studio is, first, we would like teachers to come and you can act as a recording center to produce online courses. Second, it also acts as a training center. So we want to train teachers how to use this kind of concept and to design hybrid learning and STEAM education courses. And third, we have a collaboration with A+ and High Tutor, which they will give us a little short talk later today. So we want to provide STEAM courses integrated with language learning with them. And the fourth, it also acts as a demo site for people to come and experience different Taiwan edtech solutions. So here, at last, I would like to show everyone this course that we did last year using our virtual studio. So it's called STEAM Up Together. We combine different STEAM education methods, and we combine it into a series of courses that lasted around 2 months. We had over 2,000 teachers throughout the world who participated in these courses. So I'm going to show everyone a short footage of the course right now. All right, 1 second, sorry. All right, here, okay. Everyone can see. So it's actually a short footage that we made. So this is how we started designing the course. Everyone's in the studio. I know you can't hear the sound but I'm just going to talk you through. So this is all the personnel needed. We have hosts, we have teachers, we have different background workers online, helping everyone online. So this is us with all the STEAM equipments in the studio, teachers giving comments and things like that. So this is actually a very big team to produce a very good course online to make it smooth. You can combine different sources. So we also have airplanes, and you can combine different videos. So it's actually quite an interesting way to do a course online, since you have a team to support and everyone has their own job to make this course go smoothly. Yeah, I think we're almost to the end. So I think everyone could take this opportunity to come to our studio in Subic and to understand how to use the virtual studio and how you can combine it with different sources to make the course go smoothly and teach students even better. All right, thank you, everyone, and I would like to give the scene back to the host.
Thank you so much, Mr. Liu. And now, from the CEO of A+ and High Tutor, together with the Overseas Education Manager of A+ and High Tutor, Mr. Peng Chang Liao and Mrs. Pei Chai.
Hello, everyone. Okay, I would like to share my screen. Okay, so this year, October, we founded A+, Asia Philippines Language United School in the Terme Hotel, which is located in Subic Bay. The school is funded by Edison Technology and Dewey International Education. Edison Technology is the first company to promote the Philippine online ESL course in Taiwan. And Dewey International Education is the biggest agency of the Philippine ESL course in Taiwan since 2007. Through a long time effort, we successfully to make the Philippines teacher and ESL course become the most popular choice of learning English of Taiwanese students. And the reason why we want to establish A plus is because since Dewey has started to promote to Philippines ESL schools, the numbers of students has risen rapidly in the past 14 years, and so does the ESL schools. To be honestly, the uneven quality of some ESL schools is our biggest concern. Whitetutor.com is the subsidiary of Edison Technology in the Philippines and is also the most experienced Filipino teacher training institution. Since 2010, we have recruited and trained almost 200 full-time Filipino teachers in our Manila office. And we also have over 400 professional home-based teachers all over the Philippines. A Plus combines the courses and digital learning platform of Edison Technology and the professional teachers of Whitetutor.com with the most experienced agents in Taiwan of Philippines ESL schools, which is Dewey International Education. We will bring a better language learning system, not only to Taiwanese students, but also to all Asian students. A Plus will make your life plus. You can see the difference through these pictures. Students usually have to live in a tiny room. The food in schools might not agree with all the students. And also they have to carry a lot of heavy books all day. In A Plus, students can live in 4-star hotel with buffet breakfast. And we use digital materials to learn English. All the lesson records will be saved online. Even when students go back to their country, they can still review all the lesson records whenever they want on their computers, pads, and even phones. So why Subic? As you know, Subic is a friendly city with light traffic and abundant travel resources. We are confident that students will fall in love with this city. All students will live in the Trame Hotel. We offer single to quad dorm with king-size beds. Students can enjoy various hotel facilities, such as swimming pool, fitness center, spa, karaoke, and rock climbing with high-quality service. Nearby A Plus, there are plenty of supermarkets, convenience stores, coffee shops, outlets, and restaurants, all in 5 minutes walk distance, and also 10 minutes to SMO by car. On the first floor of the hotel, there are teppanyaki, hapa, Spanish Korean restaurants, milk tea shop, and other more. We offer buffet breakfast every morning. Laundry and housekeeping services are free. And we also can help you to book a travel package, arrange pickup service. We have round-the-clock service of security and reception and CCTV edge in all public areas. Students can stay in A Plus comfortably and contentedly. A Plus has many years of experience in recruiting Filipino teachers and has a strict teacher selection system. Teachers must have bachelor or college degree, years of teaching experience, certificate of TESOL or CELTA, and so on. All teachers must pass teacher training and have regular training to ensure each teacher's teaching quality. All teachers of A Plus are able to teach ESL, English communication, business English, IELTS, TOEIC, and children English. And that's why we can offer various courses to our students. A Plus combines the courses and the digital learning platform of Whitetutor. Students have to take the online placement exam before they come to A Plus. We'll note your level, career, goals, interests, and study plans, and develop a study plan that perfectly meets the needs of students. Students can preview and review the content of their courses, check their notes in the class, download the lesson records, and upload the homework by phones or pens anytime. Students can take online courses in their own country before or after they study in A Plus. And the most important thing is they can be tutored by the same teacher they used to have and continue the material of their last lesson. The high quiz system provides vocal tests every day. Students have to take the quiz when they finish each unit, and they also have to upload English diary writing. Teachers can set up the exam system and homework also. Students can log in our platform to check the report and response of teachers anytime. A plus provides one-on-one intensive courses. Students can improve their English skills in a short period of time. Before students' graduation, they have to take aptitude test and will get the certificate of aptitude, developed by British Council experts in language testing. Aptitude is underpinned by the latest research in assessment. It provides reliable results to enable better decision making about your language training, benchmarking, or selection processes. Aptitude is trusted by government and organizations in more than 85 countries for validate and raising the standards of English. In A+, we provide ESL, business, IELTS, TOEIC, young learner, kids, and different kinds of main courses, and more than 42 option courses. Students can choose to have 4 or 6 one-on-one classes per day. We accept a student above 3 years old, no matter who you are, a businessman, a person who wants to go to work and travel or migrate to other country in the future, or a family. And we also have summer and winter camp during vacations. Parents can send their kids to A+. Just anyone who wants to study English are suitable to come to A+. We are more than welcome to embrace all the students who come from Taiwan, Japan, Vietnam, Korea, China, and all over the world to join us. And we are also looking forward to more excellent English teachers to join us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Pei Chai. And of course, we have a speaker from Aver, the leading developer and manufacturer of education technology and visual collaboration solutions. Sales Account Manager, Ms. Natalie Iseva. Excuse me, Ms. Iseva, can you turn on your mic? Thank you.
Now? I think.
While waiting for Miss Iseva, once again, I would like to thank everyone for joining us here today, online and on-site. And I am still your co-host for today. I'm Hannah, and I'm from Grand Pillar, Subic Bay. Later on, we have provided activities for you, and we're hoping that you can still join us until the end of our program. Thank you so much.
Sorry, there was some technical difficulties on Taiwan side. While everybody's waiting, if Chairman Isma is still here, I know you have 30 ma'am. Baka pwede po picture taking lahat tayo. Is that okay? If I can invite everybody to the dito po sa front. Yes, please.
I would like to invite everyone for a group photo for all the attendees and all our guest speakers for today. Thank you so much. May we request to please turn on your cameras for those who are attending online so that we can have a photo documentation of our event.
There's something to everyone to confirm your voice. Everyone, can you hear me? Can you hear us?
I think they.
Yeah, I think it's okay. This microphone is on. You ask someone who can hear you.
Sorry for interrupting, but can I introduce our company once again? We're the host. Can you hear me?
Yes, Miss Natalia, we can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry for this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it's okay. Thank you so much. So, once again, excuse me so much. And my name is Natalia, and I'm a sales manager responsible for Russia and East European countries. So, I would like to share my screen right now to show you my presentation. I hope you can see my presentation. So today I'm deputy of Kyle Juana, who is a sales manager responsible for your region. But I would like to start with a brief introduction of our company, Aver. Aver has more than 20 years experience in professional AV and education camera industry experience. So we have 7 branch offices in the United States, Europe, Japan, Vietnam, and headquarters here in Taiwan. Aver products and services got qualified and certified by ISO 9001, ISO 14001, as well as we are Sony partner. In our company, we have 2 departments. The first one is responsible for video conference, and the second one is our department is responsible for presentation and education. For more than 20 years, we help teachers to create connected classrooms with our products such as visualizers and classroom software, which I will introduce later, screen cards, which you can see here in the picture, Also, we have distance learning tracking camera and our professional auto tracking camera, PTZ and PTC cameras. So in this slide, I would like to show you how we can set up our cameras in the classroom. So today I'm gonna focus on our main product line, such as number 2, distance learning auto tracking cameras, number 3, visualizers, and number 4, wireless visualizers. So as you can see, this is the classroom, and this is the students at home. So we can set up our auto tracking camera in the back of the classroom or can install to the ceiling. Also, we can set up auto tracking camera in the front of the classroom. As you can see here on the desk, teacher desk, there is our visualizer, which online streaming study materials to the interactive panel here. And also you can see visualizers, wireless visualizers on the student desk, which allow students to work together, even with students who's not currently not presented at the class. Means like this, for example, this girl, she's studying from home, but at the same time, she can work with these students in the class. So today I would like to introduce in first part our product visualizer or document camera. In second part, our distance learning auto tracking camera. And the third part is our PTC and PTZ cameras. Our visualizers in number 1 in the United States market. And as you can see from this slide, our visualizers is a winner of Taiwan Excellence starting from 2018 up to now. So we have 2 types of visualizers in Naver. Like here is the flexible arm visualizers, and here is the mechanical arm visualizers. With our visualizer, teacher doesn't need to purchase any additional software or pay for certificates to buy software, because we provide free software EverTouch, which you can download from our website. And this is really convenient and helpful tool for teachers to conduct their online class smooth and interesting. So now our visualizers can be used in different life situations, such as distance learning, online teaching, remote working, like here, and even for capturing some home workouts. Here in this slide, you can see some example from real life, how our visualizers can be used, for example, in the class of chemistry and the class of arts. And as you can see here, that our visualizer can be connected to projector. And thanks to 4K resolution, our visualizers can provide high quality pictures, so students can see every detail in the picture, even from the back of the room. And our next product is our camera DL30. DL30 is auto tracking camera and equipped with AI chip. So this camera can detect human and teachers in focus of camera without any help of professional technical worker. And we provide as well 3 free software such as PTZ management, capture share, and PTZ control panel for iPad and iPhone. And here's the small examples how this camera works. As I mentioned before, that our DL30 is auto tracking camera, so actually it's automatically will detect a teacher in front of camera. And we have 2 modes, such as presenter modes, where the camera will follow presenter no matter what direction presenter goes. And we have the second mode is a zone mode, which is in this mode, you can set up different special zones, like here, for example, on whiteboard. And the camera will focus, switch the focus from here, for example, to TV screen. If you will set up another zone here at TV screen. So the camera will automatically switch focus from TV to whiteboard when presenter moves from one zone to another zone. Our third product is our PTC auto tracking cameras, and in Neighbor we have two types of PTC auto tracking series. Here you can see PTC 500 series, which has a dual camera, and here at the bottom you can see it provides camera for panoramic view. And this is our PTC 300 series. Both cameras has three tracking modes, presenter modes, and zone modes, which I introduced before. And the third one is stage tracking mode, which means the camera automatically will detect presenter on the stage and will move horizontally together with presenter when it moves. And our last product is our PTZ camera. With PTZ camera, you can purchase as well our control panel to control the camera. And our cameras support NDI, which is perfect for web streaming. And also our PTZ and PTZ auto tracking camera supports our free software, as I mentioned before, PTZ management, capture share, and PTZ control panel for iPhone and iPad. And here you can see information of our sales representative for your region, Kyle Huan. You can, if you have any question, you can contact him. Here's his email, and also you can scan QR code to get his email. Thank you so much, and back to host.
Hello, your mic is not on.
Sound check. Okay. All right. So, guys, thank you for coming today. Sound check. Okay. So
First, I'd like to say again, thank you guys for coming here. I know it's difficult, especially we're still in the COVID period. It's not easy to get out. I want to say thank you to III Taiwan and Taiwan in particular, Andrew, Mr. Masa, and then also our chairman, Dr. Yang. Through their efforts, they were able to bring this facility here to the Philippines. Okay. This is something I think on Taiwan's side that they're really looking to help promote education, especially during this pandemic case in the Southeast Asia region. And this is one of their projects, and we were fortunate enough to be selected for this. So if you guys have any questions, I'm not sure if you want to, but we would like to open this facility to all the institutions locally first, and then maybe in other parts, different regions, for teachers, anybody associated with the education system. We invite you to come here to test the facility. If you want to do online courses live, we have that capacity. If you want to record your lessons, we also have that capacity. Okay, so we are still learning the full ins and outs of the system, but you saw earlier through Andrew's video, there is a lot of things that we can incorporate different feeds. There are some other products to help you guys, like, I'm sorry to plug, like Aver. So if you have overheads, if you have material you want to put down for your notes, or if you need to zoom in on a particular project here, like if you're dissecting, if you're a science class, or if you have a motherboard, you need a closer look. So they do have that type of equipment. Okay. So any questions, anybody? No? All right. How about anybody online? Any questions? Can we get the online feed, Daryl? And then maybe we can open up Andrew's line. Andrew, are you still with us? Andrew, Mr. Masa? There you go. Okay. So I'd like to introduce you there again. This is my counterpart, Andrew in Taiwan. He's helped set this up. And then Mr. Masa is I believe the project head for this. Okay. And then you can see we have other participants who also joined online. All right. So if there's no questions, I've asked our Tepin 101 to prepare a lunch today. Hopefully you guys will be able to stay. And I'd also like to invite you to come in later at the studio, both sides, the teacher area and also the studio. If I can call out my my colleagues, Daryl, come on out. Hannah, Aldrin, Beverly, come on out, guys. So I'd like to introduce you to our team. We've only had about a week really to practice this, but I think they did a really good job. Okay. Hannah. Ayan, si Hannah girl. Aldrin. It's my runner. Okay, so, and then we have our team here, Andrew and Mr. Masa. Okay, and Beverly. So guys, thank you really coming out this morning and giving us your time. Thank you.